Today we're continuing our Idiot's Guide to the Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game. Today we're going to talk about the target lock action. That's great. The guy who's going to teach you the target lock action forgot it's called the target lock action. That's fucking great. We're off to a great start. Should I do another take? No, that would be professional. This is not what we do. Alright, so target lock is the big offensive action, one of the more common ones anyway, been there since the beginning. So the way it works is you declare, I'm going to do a target lock action, and any ship, you declare your ship, obviously, that you want to target lock, and as long as it is at range 3 or closer, you are able to get a target lock. I swear I set this up beforehand. There they are. You get your target lock tokens. You have a blue and a red version of the same letter. In this case, we have I. And you take the blue version of the I, you put it next to your ship, and you take the red version of the I, and you put it next to the enemy ship you targeted. Now, in this particular example, the TIE Fighter is, way outside the firing arc. That's fine. It doesn't need to be, like, they could be facing the other direction. X-Wing can still get a target lock on the TIE Fighter. All that matters is the range. As long as it's at range 3 or closer, you can get a target lock. Because it's like your computer is sending out a pulse signal or whatever, latching onto the signal, whatever, to get a target lock. So all that matters is the range. It doesn't really matter the firing arc, anything like that. And what do you do with the target lock? Well, the main thing you do with it is you can spend your target lock on your attack in order to re-roll any number of your die. So if I have, let's say I rolled my attack and oh no, I only got 1 hit and 2 blank, but luckily I have a target lock. Oh, I guess they'd be facing each other in this example. Pew, 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 pew. Now remember the turn order. I roll my die, they get a chance to modify my die, and then I get a chance to modify my die, which is now I spend my target lock tokens to modify my die by re-rolling these 2 blanks, and yeah, it helped kind of. Got another hit and a blank. Great. Now remember, once you re-roll die can't be re-rolled again, so something to keep in mind if there's another thing that allows you to re-roll these die or whatever. They're already re-rolled. But it did help, and then, the turn would continue as normal. They roll their evasion die, and they only got a 1. You take damage. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Now, target lock is also used with secondary weapons, some of them. Some of them require you get a target lock in order to attack your enemy. Some of them also require you spend your target lock, but it will say on the card. Others, you just need to have the target lock, which means you could also, if you only need to have a target lock in order to fire that missile or torpedo or whatever it is, you also can spend your target lock to re-roll those attack die. But of course, if you have to spend your target lock in order to fire the secondary weapon in the first place, then you can't spend it to re-roll your die, but that should go without saying. Now, a couple things to remember with target lock: you can only have 1 at a time. So let's say there's a ship way out over there, he flew the coop, I have a target lock on him, and he's off camera. That's useless to me, and I want to shoot this guy with a target lock, so I'm going to spend my action, and I'm just going to simply move my target lock onto that guy. There are certain things in the game, upgrade cards or whatever, that allow you to have more than 1 target lock, but the default rules are you can only have the 1 target lock. Also, if, let's say, I already have a target lock on this guy, I can spend my action to acquire that same target lock again, which is not something that would come up very often. It depends on the situation. I know I think with my TIE Inquisitor. Yeah, with the TIE Inquisitor, I talked about this in my review, where he had a special title card, I think it was, where if you got a target lock on something, you also got an evade token, or you could do an evade action, or something to that effect. You got another thing if you got a target lock. So if you're in a one-on-one situation with another ship, you have a target lock on them already, you didn't spend it for whatever reason, maybe you didn't need to on your previous attack, so you still have it, well, you can acquire a target lock again and get that evasion bonus. And I'm sure there's other situations in the game where that would apply as well. Also, kind of like the barrel roll and boost actions I've talked about before, if you say, I'm going to target lock this ship, and then you find out afterward, oh no, they're not at range 3. Oh no, they looked so close. How did I not see that they were not actually at range 3? Well, you can just do a different action instead. Acquire a target lock on a different target, or just do a different thing entirely. Let's boost to get closer. Probably still didn't work, and I did it poorly. Anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video and want to see more, you know, watch more, share more, subscribe if you're not.